Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dion. This is the crazy troll nation of YouTube. This channel, that's what I call it. And this is chapstick, cotton candy flavored and scented. I picked it at random. My brows are done with the Fenty brow pencil. I have on the pat primer, the pat foundation, and that is it. So we are jumping in today with this look, and we are going to finish the face later. We're doing another pairing with Midnight Sun and Sunlit Seduction. So this will be look number 2 for this pairing. I am going to create another playlist. I know I have like 87 playlists already, but I'm going to make one for Pat McGrath Labs palette pairings. So that way I'm not putting all the pairings in the month of McGrath, because the last few were not technically in the month of McGrath. And I will still put each palette, like this will still be in the Midnight Sun playlist, this will still be in the Sunlit playlist, but if someone just wants to see the pairings, they can click that playlist and see all the pairings that I've done with the Motherships. And so that's what we're going to do with that. For right now, we are going to go into Extreme Dusk from Midnight Sun, and that's going to go in the 4th quarter of the lid. And yes, I know I didn't do the intro. So I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. The crazy, just enjoying doing videos, enjoying just embracing yourself and being who you are, and not being overly concerned with what you think other people may think about you. Just be yourself and love yourself for it. And also enjoying the channels that you watch, enjoying your time on YouTube, whatever it is that you are on YouTube for. Me, I'm here for the makeups and, you know, some of the comedy, Comedy Central, Chocolate Sunday comedy, and other stuff, and also some music channels, but primarily for the makeup. So that's what I'm here for, and I do enjoy it, and I think you should enjoy whatever you do on YouTube as well. The troll part of the crazy troll nation is not caring too much about what the beauty community says you should do. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a particular brand or a particular tool or a particular technique. Like, do whatever you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it, because the bottom line is self-acceptance and self-love, embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even without face paint on. You are amazing. Know that you are, and do not let anyone convince you of anything different than that. That is the concept of the crazy troll nation. I do have to let you know, if you're new here, I do curse on my channel sometimes, because I curse, period. Sometimes I do try to catch myself. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. I have some good news for you. A friend of mine came to visit me from Georgia. I know I mentioned it earlier. She helped me do the bundles for the prizes, for the 1K scavenger hunt prizes. And y'all, it took us about 2 hours. And then I decluttered, you know, my Macari store again, you know, just rearranged some things, you know, straightened up my space, and just got reorganized. And altogether, it was maybe like 4 hours that we were doing the bundles and the store stuff, and my back is pissed off at me, like seriously. I do deal with chronic joint pain. If you're new here, I am a disabled veteran, fibromyalgia, other issues. And so, but here I am, because I'm still gonna do a video. As long as I sit straight like this, my back is fine. If I start to hunch or if I twist or turn, that's when it starts screaming at me. So it's still uncomfortable now, but not so much so if I just primarily just keep my back straight and not do too much. So I'm here, and I'm happy to be here, and I'm excited. That video will be posted, I think, a few days after this one, and in that video I do have an end date that the giveaway will close, and so you still do have time, because I didn't want anyone to feel rushed. And I know some of the answers were easy, some you had to look for. I didn't want any of you to feel overwhelmed if you wanted to enter. And I can promise you, when you see the prize packages, you're going to be like, okay, we appreciate that extra time. And so I'm excited for you to see what the packages are. And it was a lot of work, and it's a lot of stuff. And I'm like, this is insane. Like, I may do something like this again, maybe when I get to 2,000 subscribers, if I get to 2,000 subscribers, or 2,500, because it's a lot of stuff, y'all. When y'all see it, it's insane. I don't think I've seen anyone do a giveaway of this magnitude and with coveted brands. And so I know I wouldn't be able to do this like all the time, and shipping, because my giveaways are open internationally, and the heavier the boxes, the more it's going to cost, whether domestic or international. And so that's something that I keep in mind as well, because I do want to give good prizes, but I don't want to go broke trying to send it, and I don't want to not include my international subscribers in my giveaways. And I know there's channels that do that for financial reasons, and so I just save for it and I plan for it. So that's how I manage that, and because I appreciate each and every one of you, and I am just really excited that the Troll Nation is worldwide almost, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, it's okay to have, you know, family in your backyard, but it's okay to have family overseas too. And so I am just really excited that some of you are from other countries, and it is exciting getting to know you down in the comments. And some of us, you know, we Instagram, we DM on Instagram, and it's just exciting, like getting to know someone that's from somewhere else, you know what I mean? And, you know, makeup bringing us together, you know, so I'm just really excited about all of it. And I really do appreciate each and every one of you being here. I really do. And so now we're going to stay in, excuse me if you heard that internal hiccup. We're going to go into Wicked Envy. This shade right here, this is still Midnight Sun, and this is going to go inside of here, so I probably should turn this way. I don't think I've put Wicked Envy next to Extreme Dust before, so even though I'm doing pairings, which is still new to me, I feel this falling out on my face. What? This shade is not a crumbly shade, but it's crumbling. That blends. This is nice. This could be an easy 2 shadow look. Take Extreme Dusk halfway over, like to here, and take Wicked Envy and put that on the first half of the lid, blend in the middle, put liner underneath, mascara, and liner, and that could be your look. Simple. And if you want something bright, just pop something like this or this or this on the inner corner. That could be an easy look. Like, look how these shadows. This is super easy, and I'm always amazed. Not always, and maybe because I haven't used this shadow in a long time, and I haven't put these two next to each other, but look at that. This is nice. I'm always excited when I do something for the first time and it comes out nice, because it's just like, wow, Troll is doing the damn thing. And it's easy. It's like so effortless. I'm excited about this. I am excited about this pairing. So it's going to be exciting to see what the Sunlit Seduction shades are going to do to this look. Because this is like a nice smoky kind of grunge vibe. I feel it falling out on my face over here too. And this shade doesn't really do that, but now it is. But I have had this for a little while. I had it for a little over a year. March made a year. When I went like that, I was looking at the label. So this is a 1.5 years old, this palette. I can feel it on my nose and it's itching. So I'm going to go back to the first brush. I'm going to pull that color this way because I'm liking the depth over here. Like this is nice. And I'm going to do the same here. I'm just going to pull that outer corner shade inward. I'm loving these two together. Wow. I'm talking low because my guest is still here. She's in the room sleeping. So my home has been the sofa, which is very comfortable. So I do not mind at all sleeping on the sofa. Because when I have a guest, they should be the most comfortable. So we're going back in with Wicked Envy, and we're just putting some more like right here. And I know I just swept that dark shade over, but it was looking like something was missing. I'm going to go back to the first brush, and we're going to just sweep that again, just to make sure we have a blend. This is nice. These two. I'm thinking like I really never paired these two before. Wow. This is beautiful. So now we are, let me check my face really quick. I did not put on concealer. I do not see fallout on my face, but I felt it when it was falling onto my face, or maybe it just rolled off, I'm not sure. But we are going to do concealer and other stuff later. So right now, from Sunlit Seduction, I'm going to go into Copper Dawn, this shade here. I think this is going to be, I want to say an ethereal look, but I think it's going to be kind of smoky at the same time. Why do I act like I don't know which way to put the shadow? Because sometimes I get confused. Sometimes I really be like, what am I doing? Look at this. And we're going to blend right here. So this is like the outer half is nice and smoky. And this side is like just nice and tame and serene. This is pretty. This is pretty. And so we did just take more of the Copper Dawn because that shade will take over. We're going back with the brush that had Wicked Envy, and we're going to pull it this way because I don't want the copper to take over, which I don't think it will with the depth of Wicked Envy, but with the other shadows and Sunlit Seduction, this shade took over whatever look we were doing, and it's because of the tones. And so we're going to put that over here as well. Look at that. Do y'all see this? I did order a mirror from Amazon. And I'm hoping it comes to like right here. So I can look at that and it'll look like I'm looking more in your direction versus looking at myself right now. Sorry for poking you in the eye. Because I do use my viewfinder as a mirror, even though it's the mirror down here that I'm looking in right now. And I do know it's nicer when it looks like I'm more so looking at you, or at least in your direction, even if I'm looking down. So I'm going to try to work on getting in the habit of being here. And I'm hoping the mirror is the perfect length where it doesn't create a shadow in the video. But we're going to see what happens when that gets here. And hopefully it will work out. And then I'll just ditch this mirror down here. We're going back to the brush that had Wicked Envy. Is this the right brush? Let me just check really quick. Yeah. So we're going to, not adding shadow, but just whatever's in here. We're going to just buff where the two meet. This is so effortless. This side I don't even think needs it. I don't think any of this really needed blending other than the first two. Now what we're going to do, I think it may be a little too bright for this, but we're going to go into Astral Gilded Aura because this is bright. This is going to go in the inner corner, and if it takes over or if it's too bright, we'll just pull it further over or bring Copper Dawn in because, and honestly, I should probably take this shade right here, but I've already put the brush in it, so we're just going to go for it. Man, oh man. So we're going to put this right here. It's looking pink down here in the mirror. When I swatched it, it looked gold. I made right. Let me just. I'm just going to drag it over. It's looking pink to me. Is this a dual chrome? Because when I swatched it, it looked gold. Let me look up here and see. See, it looks gold. Maybe it's my lighting because down here it looks pink. I do like this though, and it does blend in very nicely with Copper Dawn. So we're going to take some more of the brush, tapping off again, and just going to put that here. And this is where this shade is going. Y'all, these, even though pairing palettes is new to me, so we are, Copper Dawn comes to here. So we are going almost all the way over Copper Dawn because Copper Dawn doesn't show up much next to this shade, and so that's why I'm taking this one further over, even though I could bring Copper Dawn in. But you saw Copper Dawn next to Wicked Envy was just blending into my complexion, whereas in the other videos I did with it, it wasn't, and that's because of the other shades that we were putting it next to or around. But this, I like this. I like this. I'm gonna take a little bit more. This side looks shinier to me, and it may be the lighting. Like right here it doesn't, but this way it does, and it's probably just the lighting. but we're going to just take some more and just press. We're going to take a brush, excuse me, no shadow on it, and we're just going to just lightly do this in case there's loose flakes so that they don't fall. So I'm not trying to blend or anything. I'm just making sure everything is just flat and even, because that is a flaky shade. This is pretty. I am excited about this because I really don't know when I do looks like how they're going to turn out, and so when they turn out nice, I'm excited. So now we're going to take Extreme Vermilion Dusk, this shade here, and this is going to go on our lower lash line. I was thinking if I should do concealer first, but we're going to finish everything with the face later. Oh, you know what? I was going to put a gel liner under there, but we're not. So there is just foundation and concealer under here. And usually I do put down a gel liner first, but we're not this time. I was questioning if this was going to make me look sick, because this shade on my lower lash line makes me look sick, and so does this one. But this is the one that we're using. I don't think it made me look sick when I used it before. We want to connect just a little bit, not much, because it's not going to stay connected because my eyes tear, and I don't want it to look weird. And I think that's a little thicker than I wanted. I do like a thick lower lash line, but I need it to be the same thickness all the way around. I think this looks okay. This is definitely kind of borderline messy grunge, which I do like because of how the outer corner looks. I mean, the outer part of the lid, but then as you come in, it's like more ethereal and just different. So now we're going to take Blitz Astral Orchid. Where is Blitz Astral Orchid? Oh, it's in Midnight Sun. I'm looking in the wrong palette. Blitz Astral. Wait a minute. No. Blitz. What am I looking for? Blitz Violet Orchid. This shade right here. And it feels like my eyelashes are sticking together. So we're going to take this shade here, and we are going to swirl. I love this formula. It's one of the big formula. I'm seeing in comments under videos, because I found some new channels to watch looking at Pat McGrath stuff and Sunlit Seduction and palette pairings, and there is a group of people who love the big formula as much as I do, and I'm like, oh wow, because it's always like, no, we want the flaky, we want the super shine. That makes me look sick. This is that messy grunge. Like, I look like I'm sick now. It's a learning process, like what tones of red or pinks I can put on my lower lash line. We're going to bring this up here. We're going to bring some grunge up here. Some messy grunge, and we're doing this intentionally. So there is like a group of people who love the big formula and that prefer the big formula over the flaky shades. I thought I was the only one, and so I am just excited that I'm not the only one. It feels like something is in this eye. You know what? This is making me look sick in like a messy grunge kind of way, and I am here for it, and this eye is starting to tear. Damn it. So we're going to, this is already starting to tear. Damn, like we didn't even finish the eyes yet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put concealer under eye. I'm kind of thinking I don't need to put concealer on under eye, because that messy grunge, because my under eye discoloration fits into the messy grunge look under my eye. And so I think I'm not even going to put on concealer, but I am going to, where is my stuff? We're going to put on Hourglass Mineral Veil Powder, Veil Translucent Setting Powder, Pat McGrath Bronze Divinity, Paradise Venus Blush, Venetian Nude, Venetian Nude Highlighter, Hourglass Dim Light Finishing Powder. And for upper lash line, we're going to do, I want to do something. We're going to go for it. Contemplative State. We're going all the way grunge, y'all, with this look. I haven't done this in a while, and I'm excited for it. This is going to be funky in a good way. And we're just going to put on a black mascara and then we'll figure a lip, and I'll tell you the lip when we come back. We have done all the things. Do y'all remember this one? I haven't used this in a long time. But first, here's the finished look. This lip is number 29 Dark Forest. I wanted to pull out the green. I thought about using Eleanor, which is a more green, but I'm like, no. I miss this. This would have looked nice too because it would have played off of Wicked Envy. But I do think, well, I don't know if this plays off of Wicked Envy, but y'all know I love my dark lips, and I haven't used Dark Forest in a long time. I said we're going all the way funky. We have Contemplative State for the liner, so that's like grunging out, punking out the look a little bit, and then we have the dark lip. We just went with the regular black mascara. I think I mentioned that. I showed you everything else that we had used on our face today, and so this is what we have. Let me know what you think, and let me know if you're still enjoying the palette pairings, because I am thinking I want to do this on a semi-regular basis, like maybe once a week or so. Just pair, you know, the palettes just to see what else I can do, because it is a lot of fun just seeing what happens. And as far as the lower lash line, I am liking it. It is that messy grunge that I like, and that plays in with, I think, the entire just eye look, especially with the contrasting liner, because it's different, and this is different because I do look like I'm sick, but it's like a goth grunge sick, you know what I'm saying? So that'll be it for this video. Stay tuned for the prize bundle video I mentioned, and everything else that I'm going to do here. There is a button to click to see what the perks are to join, if that's something you want to do. There's thanks if you want to do that. Shopping my links is always helpful. If you're an Amazon shopper, I took out all the Amazon links except one, because using even just that one link anywhere on Amazon, I will earn commission, and the links below are affiliate links except for Nomad. If that's down there, that's non-affiliated. But if you are an Amazon shopper, I would just appreciate it. Just click the link and go anywhere on Amazon, you know, shop your heart out, and I will earn a small commission on that. And, you know, whether you use, you know, my links or not, I am just glad you're here, because even being here supports my channel as well. So I thank you for that. I appreciate each and every one of you, and you will see how much when you see those prize bundles, y'all. Like, for real, for real. That will be it for this video. As always, self-acceptance, self-love. Thank you, and you will see me soon.